that is the generation that does hate on me and did hate on me. It's just the people that are a little bit older than me. And I don't know, I think, honestly, for me, it's predictable.
JoJo Siwa has been everywhere this week, and not for the usual glitter and bows. She's straight up calling out Alex Cooper, kicked a fan out of her show, and somehow still found time to stir up more chaos online. And that's not even all. Things have been spiraling since that viral incident at her concert in Glasgow, Scotland, where JoJo allegedly kicked a fan out of her show. And the reason has everyone talking. So apparently, this fan showed up wearing a hoodie with JoJo's face photoshopped onto an egg. Yeah, an egg. It was meant to be a joke poking fun at JoJo's hairline, which has been a long-running internet meme, with people joking that her mom used to pull her ponytail so tight it caused her to have a receding hairline. Harsh, but that's literally been the meme for years. During the show, JoJo asked the crowd what everyone was wearing, and the fan thought it would be funny to pass the hoodie up to her, like maybe JoJo would laugh it off and join in on the joke. And for a moment, it did seem like she was taking it lightly. She even chuckled when she saw it. But then her tone completely changed. She looked at the audience and said, "You want to see what happens when you do stuff like that?" And then asked security to remove the fan from the venue.
Want to see what happens when you do stuff like this? You're ready? Can you get him out of here? I'm serious. Now. Take him out. Come on. No, you're not going to come to my concert and bring a hoodie making fun of me. No way. No way, man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. But we only got room for infinity hearts in here, right? No, not in my house, baby.
After the fan was escorted out, JoJo proudly told the crowd that she wasn't going to let anyone come to her show wearing something that mocked her. The internet went into absolute meltdown mode after that. Half of people saying good for her for standing up for herself, and the other half saying it was an overreaction to what was meant to be a harmless joke. After the chaos at the show, the fan who got kicked out decided to speak up. Her side of the story quickly went viral on TikTok. In her video, she tried to clear the air, saying that she and her friend didn't have any official JoJo merch to wear, so they figured they'd get creative. They supposedly just Googled funny JoJo Siwa pictures, printed the first one that popped up, which happened to be the egg photo, and taped it to their sweatshirts for fun. She explained that it wasn't meant to be mean-spirited or mocking, just a silly way to join in on the energy of the show.
Hi. So me and my friend, we didn't have any merch, so we were like, oh, what are we gonna wear? And we were like, oh, let's just print out a picture and like stick it on our clothes, and it'll be funny. And like JoJo has a good sense of humor, so she'll laugh as well. So we just googled funny JoJo Siwa picture and then screenshotted the first thing that came up. We didn't look what it was from or anything like that. And then we got in and we were there for like 45 minutes, and JoJo was like, what's everyone wearing? And we were like, oh, this is our opportunity to make her laugh. So we like held up what it was, and she was like, can you hand it over? So we did. And we were like, oh my goodness, she's gonna like laugh and find it really funny. She didn't find it funny. She kicked us out, and then people started posting videos about it and saying we threw it at her when we didn't throw it. We handed it over through security.
And how did you feel when you were kicked out? 'Cause this is when you called me.
Well, I called Mum about to have a panic attack because I've never been kicked out of a concert before, and I always gone to concerts, and all the other shows that I've been to, they find stuff like that really funny. Like, it's a common thing for people to like bring a funny picture.
Okay.
But yeah, so I went out the concert and the staff weren't even like looking at us, and we were trying to talk to them and they were just ignoring us and like...
And honestly, that's where things get messy. Because yes, JoJo has been really open in the past about feeling insecure over her hairline and the bullying she faced for it. But here's the twist. She herself actually posted that exact same egg photo back in 2019 on her own Instagram. So when fans found that out, they were confused. A lot of people were like, wait, if she posted it herself, why was it suddenly a big deal now? It felt like a misunderstanding that spiraled way too far. But clearly, JoJo didn't find it funny this time around, and she stood by her choice to have the fan removed. Then things took an even wilder turn, because right after that, JoJo went on the Smith Sisters podcast, and instead of fully addressing the concert drama, she shifted gears and started venting about another situation, one that happened over a year ago. You might remember when JoJo Siwa went on Call Her Daddy and shared that wild moment where she revealed the names of her future kids, Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. Yeah, that interview went super viral, but apparently things weren't all sunshine and sparkles. JoJo just opened up about how that podcast experience actually left her feeling pretty uncomfortable, and she didn't hold back on how she really feels about host Alex Cooper. On the Smith Sisters podcast, JoJo said she felt like Alex kept questioning her in a way that threw her off guard, almost like she didn't take her seriously. She explained, genuinely, when I walked in to Call Her Daddy, I felt like she was questioning a lot of things about me. JoJo said Alex seemed surprised by her answers, as if she didn't expect her to be so thoughtful or self-aware. JoJo chalked it up to a generational thing, saying that people from Alex's age group, the slightly older crowd, just don't really get her and sometimes love to hate on her. She said it didn't shock her, but it definitely shaped how she views that whole experience now.
Talk about your kid names.
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy, my babies.
Okay. What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, but I have to just, what? How did you come up with these names?
Please, I love it.
What?
And why?
And why? And you got them tattooed on yourself.
So they were all, you can kind of, some are still lingering around. They were temporaries.
Okay.
They were like 2-week temporaries.
Okay.
I have 3 real ones. So I have 2 on my hands and then 1 behind my ear. Freddie, I love Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury's like literally changed my life from the dead. I love that dude. I wanted to name a girl Freddie for the longest time. Last 8 years. Then I was like, well, I really want twin boys. I was like, so my girl's Freddie, and then I got...
Still, it doesn't sound like JoJo's holding a major grudge. She made sure to clarify that she did recently watch Alex's episode with Taylor Frankie Paul, and she actually enjoyed it. So maybe the tension isn't as deep as people think. But you can tell that podcast left an impression that JoJo hasn't totally forgotten. So basically, JoJo made it clear that she likes Alex Cooper. But she didn't exactly feel that same energy back during the interview. She said some of Alex's questions felt a little judgy, like she was being put under a microscope instead of just having a normal chat. And that's where things really split the internet. Because once those podcast clips resurfaced, the comment sections went crazy. Some people came to Alex's defense hard, saying things like, "She questioned you because it's an interview. That's literally the point." And Alex plays a character who asks tough questions so guests can explain themselves. That's how her show works. A few even joked, "JoJo, that hat you wore was asking for those kinds of questions."
When I walked into Call Her Daddy, Alex, and this might not be fair of me to say because she might have a different opinion on this, but I can use my better judgment, and the conversation felt very she questioned a lot of things.
Others said JoJo might be taking things too personally. One comment read, "You mean she did her job? That's called an interview." And honestly, that's kind of fair. Alex is known for being direct and pushing her guests to open up. So her tone didn't seem that out of character to longtime listeners. But not everyone sided with Alex. Some fans actually agreed with JoJo, saying they noticed Alex being a bit condescending during that episode, like she was subtly making fun of JoJo right to her face. One comment that blew up said, "For once, I agree with JoJo Siwa." Alex was low-key mocking her, but it looks bad that JoJo's gossiping this loudly about it a year later.
And because that is the generation that does hate on me and did hate on me. It's just the people that are a little bit older than me. And I don't know, I think, honestly, for me, it's predictable.
So yeah, it's a full-blown comment war now. Half the internet thinks JoJo's being overly sensitive, and the other half thinks she's finally calling out the shade that everyone else ignored. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Call Her Daddy too, but I've got to admit, JoJo kinda has a point. Alex Cooper definitely knows how to come at her guests from the angle of the public narrative, and sometimes it does sound a little condescending. That's literally her interviewing style. Bold, blunt, and totally unfiltered.
Right? And was like, how does this make sense? How does that make sense? And every time I explained myself, she was like, oh yeah, fair enough. You know what I mean? And like every single thing almost felt as if she was like trying to be like, okay, not this. Alex, please forgive me. I love you. I adore you. I just watched your thing with Taylor Frankie. Like, I'm obsessed with you. But like, almost like she would be to me like, are you a dumbass? And then I would be like, well, here's why I'm not a dumbass, but this is why I did that. And she'd be like, huh, you're really smart. And I'd be like, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
I
It's
get
like
what you're saying.
everything
Yeah,
rounded
yeah, I
that
get
corner.
what you're
And it was
saying.
actually, it was beautiful.
But still, you can see why JoJo didn't exactly love that whole experience. Between that and her kicking fans out of her show, she's definitely been stirring the pot this week. But seriously, what do you think about all of this? Do you think JoJo was right to kick that fan out, or was it a total overreaction? And what about her calling out Alex Cooper? I need to know your thoughts because this whole situation just keeps getting messier. If you love celeb tea like this, don't forget to subscribe to No Filter. We drop daily celebrity gossip videos every single day. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Like, share, drop a comment, and I'll see you right here in the next one. Only on No Filter.